everyone, welcome back to my channel. I come on here every month and say another month has bitten the dust because it has. October is basically done now. It's my favorite month of the year, other than December because of Christmas. My birthday happened, the leaves are starting to turn, the weather occasionally gets chilly, and then it gets up to 86 because it's Tennessee and that's just how it rolls, but I love it. So I have culminated a very random, per usual, list of favorites this month, and it is just things that I have continued to reach for. I've got skincare, makeup, and a couple of randoms in the form of glasses. So let's go ahead and get started with, I'm gonna start with makeup this time. I have 3 makeup favorites. 2 are new, one's kind of new. Well, a few months old. I'm gonna preface this by saying I'm sorry that this is so expensive, but I would be lying if I say I didn't reach for it constantly this month. And the foundation that I found myself reaching for the most was the Chanel Sublimage Essence Détente. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. I have it on today. It has proved to be one of the most bulletproof, long-lasting foundations in my collection. Now, what I decided to do is take every single foundation, skin tint, base product that I have purchased in the year 2024 and do a cumulative review of all of them to let you know what my top 5 were this year. So I basically have taken all of, I think there's like 22 total, stuck them in a makeup bag, and every day I will pull one out and I will film me applying it. I'll write down my notes, and I'm probably gonna end up putting it in 2 different videos because that's doing all 22 would be a long time. And I will have that up for y'all towards the end of the year. But look, I'm on like day 3, okay? And this is the one I pulled out. So I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be in my top 5 favorites of the new foundations I bought this year. It just wears beautifully. So before I started doing that 3 days ago, I really pulled for this probably for half the month. I'm in the shade B30, which I am in pretty much every single, I have one Chanel foundation that I'm a B20 in, and it's perfect. I love it. I will put a card up for a video where I use this in a full face of Chanel, and be on the lookout for more information in that video to come. Now, these 2 things are newer to me. This one is gonna be no surprise. The MAC Studio Radiance 24-Hour Luminous Lift Concealer. I did an entire video on this, how this is now tied with my favorite concealer of all time, being the Chantecaille Future Gel Skin Foundation Concealer, or foundation. I use it as a concealer. This is definitely more affordable. It is 1/3 of the price. Now, granted, you are getting 1/3 of the product because this is 1/3 of an ounce, whereas the Chantecaille is an ounce. But it's definitely easier to bite the bullet on something that's $31 versus $90, especially if you only intend to wear it as a concealer. Now, I have 3 shades. I'm gonna swatch all of them because in that video, I only had 2. I got another shade. Someone commented on that video saying that we're pretty much shade twins, and to get NC 17.5, which I haven't gotten yet. This is NW15, which I used in the video, NW11, which I used in the video, and the new one that I had already ordered when that video went up, I just hadn't received it yet, is NC15. And it's really just a tad darker than the NW11 with a little bit more yellow, which tracks for the shade description. But I honestly felt like there would be more of a difference between the NW11 and NC15 as far as shade range goes. So I do want to get the NC 17.5. I don't care how many of these concealers that I have, because I quite honestly think I have used maybe other concealers 2 days for the entire month of October. I used this every day. Go back and watch that video if you haven't. It's worth every penny. And then the 3rd and final makeup favorite that I have to talk about is the LYS bronzer stick. I talked about the foundation stick, I think, in last month's favorites. If I didn't, I should have. I've done a review on it. I love it. And because I fell in love with that one, I wanted to try the bronzer stick. This is in the shade Motivate, which is light. I have used quite a bit of this, and I speak in a future video coming up about how this is probably my favorite cream bronzer shade. It's just perfect for me and my skin tone. I also really adore the formula. It's very easy to just apply and then blend out, whereas a lot of my cream bronzers, I feel the need to pick them up from the stick and blend out because they either dry too fast or I put too much product on. It's not as forgiving. This one is forgiving. It's beautiful. It works every time. And even if I'm not using this as my only bronzer, which today I have used this and one other one, I have been using this every single day on my forehead. I don't know if the video has gone up yet where I talk about it or if it's coming up, but I have had a tendency to have bronzers patch off my forehead more so in the past like 6 months than I ever had. And it really doesn't matter what kind of bronzer it is, but a lot of times at the end of the day, I will have patchiness, especially on the sides of my forehead. I have found putting this on and then topping it with a powder bronzer or even just wearing this alone has pretty much eliminated that issue. So every day, for the most part, whether I'm wearing this all alone or if I plan on using another bronzer, I will still use this on my forehead and I love what it does. All right, let's talk about some skincare. I have a few products to talk about, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this one. I have talked about this over and over and over again, so some of y'all are probably like, why are you putting it in your favorites again? Because I may have some new viewers. I may need to reiterate how amazing it is, and I truly think everyone needs this in their arsenal when it comes to skincare. The Avène Sickle Fate Restorative Protective Cream. Now this is a big one. I have 2 smaller ones. I've completely gone through one smaller one. I got another smaller one. I've talked about this endlessly. They sent me this big one. There's nothing this doesn't work for on me. I have been on colder days this past month. I have actually been using this as just my moisturizer at night. It's so beautiful. It sinks in so nice. But one day this month, started feeling like this itching and almost burning sensation on my eyelid. And when I went to wash my face, when I put my eye makeup remover on, it hurt. Like it burned so bad. And I noticed all of these little tiny, they weren't even like bumps. It was almost just like a bumpy texture. And then it was super red. And I'm like, it looked like eczema on my eyelid. And it hurt. I'm like, what is going on? It wasn't swollen or anything. It just hurt and red. I put this on. I washed my face like 6 o'clock that night. I put a very thick layer of it on top and just let it sink in. And by the time I had gone to bed, it had sinked in. So I did another thick layer. I woke up the next morning and 75% of it was gone. I did it one more time that night. The next day, it was completely gone. Y'all, I don't know if it's perimenopause or what, but my body's doing some crazy things. I had like a rash on my stomach that was very itchy and it was just like that big. I'm like, what in the world? Where is this coming from? Put this on it, next day, gone. It's just that kind of thing. If you have a barrier that it is just completely stripped and messed up, use this. If you have a rash, use this. If you have eczema, use this. Just use this. It's so good. I don't have anything else in my collection that I can use on so many different things that quite literally will make them go away within 48 hours or less. 2 more skincare things. I'll try not to wax poetic as long on these. This was sent to me by a brand named Hanni, Hanni. They sent me a couple of their products. Y'all, this is called the Shave Pillow No Rinse Gel Stick. This is so cool. I have not personally seen anything like this before. It is truly just a big gel stick and it is meant to use shaving. And I have started using this to shave my legs, to shave my underarms, all the shaving. I shave my arms because I do shave my arms. At the sink before I take a shower, the only thing I need water for is to really rinse the razor. I don't even need water to rinse or pre-soak the areas that I'm shaving because of the formula of this. And then I'll rinse the razor and you can just kind of massage the gel into your skin and it's almost like a built-in moisturizer. And it saved me so much time in the shower and so much water. So I love this for that alone, but it would also be amazing for traveling. But I have been using it again at my sink and it saved time and water. and that's enough for me. And then finally, this is another product sent to me by Josh Rosebrook. This is the Vital Balm Cream. I feel like I've tried this before. I know I have tried their mist. They also sent me the mist. I've gone through 2 or 3 of those on my own and absolutely adore it. I'm so glad to have it back. But this is just a very thick balm. This is like gold. I don't want to waste it, but it is balm, but it turns into like an oil. Now I do think there might be some essential oils in this. I'm not sure. I know there's blue tansy because I can smell it and I love that. I have no adverse reactions to this at all, and it is so soothing and so hydrating. And if you are someone who maybe uses tretinoin or just has really dry skin, I have been using this a few nights a week because I just don't want to use it all. I don't want it to go away. You don't need much at all, but I will use the spritz and then I will immediately go in with this. And I did it last night, and you just wake up with such smooth, hydrated skin. And the smell alone, I love blue tansy. It's the way May Lindstrom's Blue Cocoon smells, and I swear that stuff helps me sleep. Like, I've said it before and I will continue to say it. I sleep so good when I have some kind of blue tansy floating around. Okay, that's all the beauty products. I have 2 glasses that I want to talk to you about. I posted, I think it was, no, it was my matte concealer video. I posted a check-in at the end of the day to show you how it had worn throughout the day. And I had one of my pairs of glasses on. My eye doctor tripled my eye prescription this year. Yay for me. And I have some like really cute, just brown tortoiseshell glasses that I've been wearing for a couple of years now. But when I got the new prescription and they changed my lenses in those, I started going online and looking for eyeglass places, kind of like Warby Parker, where you can kind of stick your prescription in and pick from a lot of different frames. I was specifically looking for some green ones because green is my favorite color, and I just wanted some green glasses. So I found yesglasses.com. This is the case that it came in. I went on and looked at reviews. There are some good reviews. There are some bad reviews. I feel like that's with everyone. I've had no issues. Like it probably took like 3 weeks to get my order, but other than that, it was correct. The lenses were right, so do your own research, but I personally had no issues. And these are the glasses that I got. Now, I personally I prefer bigger glasses on me. I don't necessarily like glasses where you can see all of my eyebrow above the lens. And because I have such a long and little bit bigger face, I just feel like bigger glasses look better on me personally. And these are exactly what I wanted. Now, hopefully you'll be able to see, oh, that's weird, in the viewfinder, how they look through the lenses. But see that, oh, it's just such a pretty color. Now, I'm still on the search for more. There's no such thing as too much green in my life. So if you know of another glass company where you can put your prescription in, let me know. I found some other cute green ones, but they were only readers. Like you couldn't actually put your prescription in. I love these. They're very lightweight. I do not like glasses that have nose pieces. These don't. I don't feel like they hurt my head or get too heavy. I really recommend this company because I had no issues with it, and I probably will go back for more. I just like having options for glasses, especially with now how much I'm having to wear them. And then finally, for my last glasses that I'm going to talk about, my birthday, as I mentioned, was in October. I was on a girls trip with my girls and my mom in Charleston on my birthday. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to treat myself to a birthday present. I don't always do that, but I wanted to this time. And I ended up getting some Tiffany sunglasses. And I think you're gonna be able to see why I got them. Look at the beautiful green Tiffany sunglasses. It has the gold T. I don't like anything with too elaborate of like, oh, look at, the brand sunglasses I'm wearing. I don't want crystals all over it. I don't want the whole Tiffany like set on this side. I don't need that, but I do like that little kind of embellishment. I had a Kate Spade pair that I've lost, and I have some Tom Fords that I love, but I don't have any that are colored like this. And again, they're big. I like a big frame. I just do. I feel like my face just can handle it because I have a bigger face. But aren't these so cute? I love the green so much. And I do think they have other options. I did not look at the other options because I couldn't stop staring at the green, but I had to share those because it was my splurge for my birthday. I don't often buy expensive designer things. I don't have any designer bags. I'm more of a tennis shoe girl. I want all the tennis shoes that I can get, but I do appreciate a good sunglass. And this, to me, is a good sunglass. So I did want to show those in case anybody else likes the way they look or is a green fanatic like myself. So that is it. Those are my favorites for October. I will have everything listed and linked down below per usual. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you all so much for watching, and be sure and like and subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day.